GTA 6 is already causing waves in the social media as leaks and leaks have been released, and it's a whole story, it's a whole drama, it's very funny. If you're not aware, go to Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, wherever. There are a lot of stories about the leaks and whatnot, and not only that, it has been selling even though it's not out, so the pre-sales, the pre-orders are making already a lot of profit for Rockstar Gaming. But I have my own opinion about GTA 6, and today let me know you that I think GTA 6 is not going to be as good as people are expecting for two main reasons. The first one is that the expectation is really high. When the expectation is so high, well, they barely, in most scenarios, the whatever product is trying to reach such an high expectative, such an high whatever product, whatever product that tries to reach certain expectation usually can deliver, not because it's a bad product, just because the expectation has been blown out of proportion. And I think that's going to be the case with GTA 6. I don't think it's going to be a bad game. I think it's going to be a very good game, or at least a decent game. We all know how these gaming companies, especially the big ones, have been disappointing us for years now, but Rockstar usually does a very good job. They really care about their product, but that actually takes us to the second point. We have been discovering in the past few weeks that actually Rockstar outsourced a bunch of their work to low cost regions, India, Asia, and it was in some of those regions that the leaks occurred, and allegedly, one of their workers in India, he wasn't hacked, and the things weren't leaked as in, oops, my mistake, or something slipped into the internet. No, supposedly, this is not confirmed, but supposedly an Indian worker sold a build of GTA 6 that should be very close to what people are going to play on release because he was being overworked and underpaid. And that's completely disrespectful. Companies making millions, profiting from people's entertainment, and they can't even pay their employers, and they can't even play and they can't even pay their employees. And not only that, if you think about it, it's even worse because they're going to low cost regions and then they don't pay appropriate wages for those low cost regions. Because the point to go and get work, get job done in low cost region is like you pay them well enough according to their local prices, so you save some money because you don't like see. So they're running away from paying decent wages, questionable right now in America. So they go and they don't even pay them good wages in low cost regions. It's really weird stuff. So the point is that they outsource a lot of things. They outsource a lot of parts of the game. We don't know if it was marketing. We don't know what part of the game they outsourced, but we've seen some of the leaks. And I'm pretty sure they used AI to make the game with certain placeholders. The game feels a bit AI. I'm not saying it's the game is AI, but it feels AI. There was, of course, some leaks that were AI, and it's very easy to catch them. But from what I've seen, the game looks really good, but it has this AI feeling. That's why I'm saying it's not made or it's not AI in itself, but it feels a bit like AI. I don't know how to really explain it. It feels less authentic. I think that's the best way to say it. And the real point is that after GTA 5, it's going to be very hard to make a really good game that it's not authentic or unique. Like that has really something different, something going for it. And GTA 5 had that. You could play three different characters that somehow their story connected, and the city was interesting, the places were interesting. And I think GTA 6 is not going to have that. Because after GTA 5, you really had to do something different. You can just make GTA 6 be a prettier version of GTA 5. And I think that's the case. Because I was telling you how the game feels AI, looks AI, and even though it's not AI, that's going to be a huge problem because first, the game is going to be more expensive than ever. It took such a long time to come out. It created an immense amount of hype, and now people are discovering that huge part of the game was outsourced to low income regions, to low cost regions. We know about this AI usage of the corporations and whatnot, which is not been confirmed, I believe, just allegedly. And then if they're gonna just make a more pretty, more detailed version of GTA 5, I think that's gonna disappoint a lot of people. People are expecting something different, something unique, and from what you have seen so far, that has not been accomplished. And I think that's gonna be a big, big problem. We have people closing business, their own business. You have entire businesses closing down because people want to take time and play this game. And I think that that's one of the issues. Not that people want to play the game, of course, but GTA or Rockstar, they knew that this game will be in high demand. And I think they made a mistake that a lot of gaming companies were doing in these past couple years. They went for the broad audience instead of going for their core audience. Of course, GTA it's different. It's easier to go to another audience because, for example, I really enjoy Football Manager, and they made that mistake. They went for a wider audience, and it was a bit of a flop. But that case, it's different because people that play FM, it's a much niche, much closed down community and reach of audience. GTA, because the nature of the game doesn't have anything specific. It's like criminal life, so it's life, cars, exploring the city, missions with crime and guns. So the scope is very big. So it's easy for you to go and try reach a bigger audience. But I think they went too generalistic. We've seen the menus look very generalistic. The even the look of the game, yes, it looks great, but it doesn't pop. It doesn't. It's not impactful. It's not like it's not trying to be something. It's trying to be no, it's not trying to be something else, it's just trying to be something. You know what I'm saying? I can shake that feeling. And I've been having this thought for a while, but I didn't want to express it until we see some leaks, because I'm pretty sure there was going to be leaks. This game is crazy hype. Or until I saw any gameplay of the game. But I've hold this thought in my mind for quite some time, which that GTA 6 wasn't going to be that big of a hit. I think it's going to sell a lot, it's going to be talked a lot. It's going to be in social media. It's going to make the news, perhaps. It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be impactful. But being impactful doesn't mean it's a good game. I think it's not going to be a great game. I think it's going to be decent. I think it's going to be satisfactory. But I don't think it's going to be great because I can see, and maybe I'm wrong, but I can see a world where the current state of Rockstar is going to make a game different enough, fun enough, charismatic enough to be what GTA 5 was. Because GTA 5 was what it was because it was different, it was bold, it still maintained the formula, it still maintained what GTA was, what Grand Theft Auto was, but pushed it to other limits, pushed it to other boundaries. Because I grew up playing GTA here and there, Vice City, Liberty City. I didn't even knew what was GTA 4 or GTA this or GTA that. I just played the game and had a lot of fun. And I always expected something going into those games, and those games never disappointed. And there was a point I didn't even knew that there was like story into it. Of course, then growing up, I played a bunch of GTA 5 on the PS3, which is crazy, right? But I think GTA 6 is not going to be what GTA 5 was. And I think they were not trying to be what GTA 5 was, not in terms of gameplay and the game itself, but in terms of the impact that it was to the gaming industry. I think they, as mean Rockstar, the ones behind the game, right? They knew that the success is already there. You know, The hype is already there. The pre-order is already there. The accomplishment, the status is already there. So they don't need to create it. It was already created by GTA 5. I mean, by the whole legacy of what GTA is and was throughout all these years, correct? So GTA 6, it's not just them taking profit, not generating profit. It's already there, and they just going to collect it. You know what I'm saying? And I think from one side, I kind of understand because from the company perspective, I think they themselves understood that like they can't go that far. They can't go and make something so much better and so much unique and so much more different than what GTA 5 was. At least not right now. And yes, they took a while to make this game because they could. Because GTA Online was bringing in a lot of funds and a lot of resources, so they could take their sweet time because they didn't need to make money. But that created a problem, which is the game took so much time to develop. People are really, really anxious, even, but people are really expecting a great game. And I don't think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to look cool, it's going to be cool, and many people will enjoy it. Because many people that play GTA 6 will play GTA 6. They're not gamers, they're not into the gaming industry as a culture because that's what gaming is. It's culture. It's like movies or books and whatnot. And for those people, it will be fine, but it might not be fine. And I think that's what Rockstar maybe didn't really understood is that a lot of people that are not like deep gamers, they also play GTA 5 and they want an upgrade to that experience. And I think they will not get it. I think it will be a different story, of course, with the couple and whatnot. It will look amazing. Maybe it will not run amazing because it's made for the PS5. The PS5 is a good hardware, but still. And I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed. Rockstar thought, okay, this is going to be for these general gamers. Okay, it's going to be so we don't need to make this super deep. We don't need to make this super impactful. But I think actually, even those surface level gamers, quote unquote, I think now they're expecting a bit more or much more than GTA 5 because they played GTA 5. It's not like a whole bunch of people are now coming in and being exposed to the GTA franchise for the first time. No, I think they're coming in from GTA 5, so they want an upgrade to their experience. They don't want a side grade. They don't want a beautification of what they already experienced. Yes, it can be still a new experience, like I said, because new characters and new storylines, but that ain't going to be enough because I don't think it's going to be a super intricate story. I don't think it's going to be super developed characters and whatnot. I think actually that part of the game will not be as much work by Rockstar. I think they focus a lot on how the game looks and how the game runs. And from what I've heard from certain leaks that I didn't see, the map is pretty empty. Of course, that's what people saw from leaks, so we have to take that with a grain of salt. And people's reactions from those leaks on social media, we also have to take that with a grain of salt because it can be just to farm views and farm reaction. But that was in my realm of possibilities that they would focus a lot on how good the game looks, not how good the game feel. And the map can be really empty. It can be very pretty and have a lot of buildings and cars and people going around, but stealing cars goes as far as it goes in the excitement and fulfillment of a GTA experience. GTA 5 was really cool because you had three characters, their stories were kind of interesting. Trevor was a crazy character, you know, their backgrounds are interesting. You had different experience. Each character of GTA 5 was a different part of society. You had Michael, you had Trevor, and you had Franklin, right? And they were very different types of characters in very different types of societies and environments. And I don't think GTA 6 will bring that to us. and I think it's gonna be a more streamlined, one row, one line, one lane type of experience. And I think that is not going to help the case of GTA 6. And I think that's going to be the main reasons why it's going to be a bit of a flop. Very high expectation, low quality or low effort. That's the best way to put it, because they're outsourcing it. They outsourced a lot of it accordingly to certain insiders. And then they went too wide, they went too surface level, and they focused on the looks instead of the inside. And what counts is what's in on the inside. You know what I'm saying? And from just vibes, just from my vibes, I think it's not going to be that big of a hit. I think they're really lowballing it, guy slopping it a little bit. It's like they'll be satisfied with this bread. The plebs will be satisfied with this low quality bread. And I think it's gonna be like it. Is it because the gaming industry? Not the gaming industry. Okay, let's not trash the whole gaming industry. There have been amazing games, amazing developers. Just from last year, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Expedition 33, Balatro. From the year before that, Rifantasio, I think, something like that. Silk Song from last year. Like, there are amazing games. Okay, there are great games out there. So the gaming industry is not bad. It's like the top dogs are bad. I think Rockstar was the last bastion of were a top dog doing a good job, and I think it's going to fall. It's not going to fall as deep as the other ones. I think Rockstar still is going to be way better than Ubisoft and Microsoft Studios and Sony Studios, a whole mess over there. And Nintendo and Pokemon also have been a bit disappointing, of course. And I think Rockstar is not going to go that, it's not going to fall that much, but because I think the game is going to be good and decent, and it's going to be a satisfactory experience, but not a fulfilling, world breaking, wow, what the fuck is this experience? It's going to be like, what? It's only this? I was expecting more. Oh, look, oh, great jiggle physics. The girls look great, the cars look awesome, and I can't shake, from what I've seen, I can't shake the feeling of AI. I know it wasn't made with AI. Maybe it was, but it feels AI. It's not, but it feels like it, and that's weird. So maybe we've seen leaks from old builds. That's why it looked a bit soulless. I don't know how to explain it. I'm going here from a bit from this angle in specific. I'm going vibes based, but I think we have enough reasons to believe that it's not going to be that big of a hit. I think it's going to have an impact, but the game itself, it's not going to be that great. And a lot of people will be disappointed. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'm wrong, because the gaming industry, the top dogs, they need a bone to chew on, and they've been having no bones recently. I hope GTA 6 is a good bone for everybody. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.